Alright everybody, hope everybody's doing good on their end. It's time for another Q&A. So, I'm gonna start off with a good friend of mine, the Mount Vernon kid. What's going on, kid? He asks me the first question, are you a fan of Outlaw Star? Yes, I am, man. I have the box set here sitting close to me. I watch it whenever I get a chance. I do kind of look at the series over again, and still to this day, it's one of the best. I love it, and hopefully they release it on Blu-ray, and I can buy it on there too. So that'd be nice to have it on Blu-ray. So yeah, I am definitely a fan of Outlaw Star. Second question he asks, what's your favorite Static Shock episode? I don't have the complete series yet on DVD. But I do distinctly remember an episode where Static met this girl. She could travel through time, and he was able to go back, I think, and meet his mother and stuff like that, because his mom had died. And that episode was really cool because, Static got to see his mom, and it was also very sad because the girl who could travel through time, she actually got stuck in time, if I'm remembering the episode correctly. There was also another episode where Jamie got shot. That episode, I remember watching that as a kid and going, oh man. Not as a kid, but as a younger person, I was like, man, they actually showed that in the cartoon. He got shot in his leg, and it was just a really good episode. And those two really stick out as being some of my favorite episodes. But like I said, I don't have the series, and I have to look at it over again. But when I do, I'll kind of give it more a more distinct answer for you, kid. Next question. They say Hawkeye is going to be in the Thor movie. Who do you see playing him? I honestly don't know. A lot of people have been telling me that he's supposed to appear in Thor. I don't know who could play Hawkeye. I really don't. I just can't pick any. I don't have any actors in my head, man. I've been trying to think about this question, and I've been looking at pictures and stuff like that, and actors. I just don't know who could play this part. But I hope they get someone that's good and who's in shape and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And who also can act. But it's gonna be cool seeing them in there. That'll be cool as a cameo. And your last question you asked me, what's your thoughts on Bruce traveling through time? I think it's a very cool idea. I think it'll be interesting to see different versions of Bruce. Him going through these different times, and the barbaric era, the night era. You know what I'm saying? It'll be cool to kind of see what he's gonna do through time, and then he eventually get back to our time. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how they and do that, and I'm looking forward to it. Looks like it's gonna be a fun series. Thanks for the question, kid. As always, take care. Alright, I got some questions from another friend here on YouTube. The shadow question asks me, hey Zip, what's your thoughts on the comics The Shield, The Web, and The Great 10 by DC? I've read The Web and I've read The Shield. Those two are pretty good. I haven't read The Great 10 yet though, so I've seen it on the shows and everything, so I can't get my view on that. But it's supposed to be, I believe, the Japanese heroes of the DC universe, which is pretty cool. So when it comes out in a trade, I'll probably pick it up and do a review on it. And I'll probably do a thorough review on The Web and The Shield. Those two are pretty cool comics. I love the cover artist who does those cover art. He's just great. Alright. The next question he asks me, what are your thoughts on the upcoming Heroic Age and Brightest Day? Do you think comics will be boring after Brightest Day and Heroic Age hit? No, man. It's gonna be good kind of seeing them going back to their roots, you know what I'm saying? Because for the past couple of years, they've been, Marvel and DC's has been kind of like at war with each other, you know what I'm saying? Like, Marvel had the Civil War, and, they had a Secret Invasion, and the heroes, for the most part, were not getting along. And DC, they had, a lot of character deaths. They had, like, Infinite Crisis, Identity Crisis, and Final Crisis, and now Blackest Night, and there's a lot of death in the DC universe. Now, it looks like after all this is done, we're going to be seeing the bright age for comics, you know what I'm saying? The Heroic Age and Brightest Day. So, I'm looking forward to it. I don't think it's going to be boring. They can come up with new ideas for stories, for new characters, you know what I'm saying? And bring back the old classic characters, because I still miss Aquaman and, and stuff like that. It's going to be interesting to see how the different universes kind of change, because they've been saying, Cap or Steve Rogers, he's going to be like the new Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., which it looked like he's going in that direction. And when Bruce Wayne comes back, they've been saying rumors that, you know what I'm saying, that the status quo is not going to go back to how it used to be. So I'm guessing Bruce Wayne is still going to be Batman, but there's going to be two Batmans maybe. There's going to be, kind of the Dick Grayson Batman and Bruce Wayne Batman. I don't know. We just got to wait and see, but it's going to be interesting. And the last question he asks me, hey Zip, I've been wondering, what are some of your favorite video games? You know what, man? I have been looking back into video games a lot lately, and I haven't been really doing a review. So when I get the chance, I will do a review of these video games I'm gonna play. God of War 3, Bayonetta, and stuff like that. So I definitely will be doing a lot more video game reviews, because I've been mostly doing comic reviews, but I'm gonna start doing some video game reviews. And thanks for the questions, Shadow Question. I just want to say real quick, if I did miss some questions, that was my fault, because I did accidentally delete some of my questions from the last one. I'm just gonna ask that you guys send me to them in the private message. Just send me a PM for the questions, because I know Deadpoolzilla probably had some questions, and I'm sorry, bro. I probably deleted them, or I looked them over. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't do that on purpose. But yeah, that's it for this part of Q&A for this time around. Just anybody that's got questions, please private message me, because these questions get lost in the comment section, and it's hard for me to kind of get them up and find them. And sometimes I do kind of press the delete button by mistake, and all the questions are gone, and I'm like, oh man. And that'll be very helpful if you guys do that for me. Alright, thanks for the questions, you guys, and I will see you next time.